One of the most requests that I get is a visual proof for the Leibniz formula for pi. If you don't know this formula, it says that pi over 4 is equal to the alternating sum of the reciprocals of odd numbers as shown here. I don't know of a pure proof without words of this fact, but I do know there's a beautiful decomposition of the circle with area pi into regions that can be interpreted to represent the alternating sum of the reciprocals of odds. That visualization, due to Viggo Brun, is demonstrated here. It's not obvious how this decomposition does give the Leibniz formula for pi over 4. So let's see how it works by investigating the step-by-step procedure. We begin in the first quadrant and we plot two polar curves that are part of an infinite family of polar curves. The first one is r1 equals tangent to the 2n of theta over 2, and the second one is r2 equals tangent to the 2n plus 2 of theta over 2. Our goal is to find the area between these two curves. We can do that by first finding the area between r1 and the y-axis, which is given by 1/2 the integral from 0 to pi over 2 of r1 squared d theta. Then we can subtract the area between r2 and the y-axis, which is given by 1/2 the integral of 0 to pi over 2 of r2 squared d theta. By plugging in the values of r1 and r2 and combining the integrals, the area of interest is 1/2 the integral from 0 to pi over 2 of the quantity tangent to the 2n of theta over 2 squared minus the quantity tangent to the 2n plus 2 of theta over 2 squared d theta. And this simplifies to 1/2 the integral from 0 to pi over 2 of tangent to the 4n of theta over 2 minus tangent to the 4n plus 4 of theta over 2 d theta. To evaluate this integral, we first perform the substitution phi equals theta over 2 so that d phi is 1/2 d theta. This results in the integral from 0 to pi over 4 of tangent to the 4n of phi minus tangent to the 4n plus 4 of phi d phi. We can simplify this integral by factoring out a tangent to the 4n of phi. Using a standard trig identity, we can replace tangent to the 4th of phi with the quantity secant squared of phi minus 1 all squared. Next, we algebraically expand 1 minus the quantity of secant squared of phi minus 1 squared to yield 1 minus secant to the 4th of phi plus 2 times secant squared of phi minus 1. Here the 1's cancel out, and then we can factor out a secant squared of phi from this, and we're left with the integral from 0 to pi over 4 of tangent to the 4n of phi secant squared of phi times the quantity 2 minus the secant squared of phi d phi. Employing a trig identity for secant squared of phi, 2 minus secant squared of phi becomes 1 minus tangent squared of phi. And now we distribute tangent to the 4n of phi to the quantity 1 minus tangent squared of phi, resulting in the integral from 0 to pi over 4 of secant squared of phi times the quantity tangent to the 4n of phi minus tangent to the 4n plus 2 of phi d phi. To deal with this integral, we perform another substitution where we let z equal the tangent of phi, so that dz is secant squared of phi d phi. This substitution results in the integral from 0 to 1 of z to the 4n minus z to the 4n plus 2 dz. We can compute this integral using the power rule for antiderivatives and the fundamental theorem of calculus, so that the integral is given by z to the 4n plus 1 divided by 4n plus 1 minus z to the 4n plus 3 divided by 4n plus 3, evaluated at 1 and 0. Plugging in 0 yields 0, and plugging in 1 yields 1 divided by 4n plus 1 minus 1 divided by 4n plus 3. So the integral we were interested in is given by the quantity 1 divided by 4n plus 1 minus 1 divided by 4n plus 3. And that means that the area between the two polar curves we started with is the difference between the reciprocals of two successive odd numbers. This is because 4n plus 1 and 4n plus 3 are both odds and differ by 2. By repeatedly applying this fact, we will get the desired decomposition of the quarter circle that will give us the Leibniz formula for pi over 4. Applying the fact when n is 0 gives the area between these two curves, which is 1 minus 1/3. Then the area between the next two curves is 1/5 minus 1/7. The area between the next is 1/9 minus 1/11, and so on. As we repeat this, the area between two successive curves is always the difference between the reciprocals of the next two successive odds. And we see that as we let n go to infinity, these curves do in fact approach the y-axis. And that means that in the limiting process, so that we get the infinite sum that we're interested in, the entire area of the quarter circle is shaded by the areas in between the successive curves. Notice that this follows because the first curve when n equals 0 is given by r equals tangent to the 0 of theta divided by 2. This is 1, so that r equals 1 is the equation of the curve, and that's the unit circle. Therefore, the infinite sum of the reciprocals of consecutive odds must equal pi over 4, as demonstrated by this diagram. Add 3 rotated copies of these areas to get a full decomposition of the unit circle, showing 4 times this infinite sum is equal to pi. Let's see this infinite dissection one more time so that we can visualize the Leibniz formula for pi over 4, or repeated 4 times a Leibniz formula for pi, in terms of the alternating sum of the reciprocals of the odds. This animation was inspired by a wonderful article by Mitsuo Kobayashi. You can find a link in the description below.